If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader.
Namaste and Jai Swaminarayan. We heartily welcome all of you in this very significant event of this academic year, the Investiture Ceremony 2023-24.
This event marks the beginning of a new dawn for Student Council, wherein the established leaders will hand over the mantle of leadership to our newly elected members.
In this ceremony, responsibilities are entrusted to our newly elected Student Council members who take up this seva and they pledge to work in unity for the welfare of all students and for the glory of our school.
Let us begin today's proceedings then.
When we put God first, all other things fall into their proper place. And Guru Hari Swami Shri has always taught us to remember Shri Thakurji before any of our endeavors. Hence, let's request our dearest Vijay sir along with our distinguished guest to come forward for pujan of Shri Thakurji.
Thank you, Vijay sir, and our honorable guests.
The moment has now come to get some inspirational start for our new journey through a delightful song prepared by Himanshu sir and a team of Bulkus. So let's welcome them with a huge round of applause.
Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. We are the salt of the earth, called to let the people see the love of God in you and me. We are the light of the world, not to be hidden but be seen. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. We are the hands of God, reaching out to those in need. The face of God for all to see. We are the spirit of hope, we are the voice of peace. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. So let your love shine on, let it shine for all to see. Go make a difference in the world, and the Spirit of God will be with us as we go. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world.
Once again, let's clap for Himanshu sir and the team of Bulkus for inspiring us at the onset of this ceremony.
We now present to you the newly elected Student Council members adorning the sashes of the respective house colors, ready for the march past.
March past. March past showcases the quality of synchronization, teamwork, and perfection. which will set a tone for the council members for the rest of the year.
So let's hand over to our newly elected sports captain Abhay Pai to give command for the march past.
Leading the array is our head boy Sudarshan Bai of grade 11, holding the school flag with utmost pride. He is endowed with the quality of sincerity and has a strong will to please Guru Hari Swami Shri.
Behind him is Vijay Bai, the vice head boy of our school from grade 10. He is meticulous and thoroughly grounded, which makes him a very appropriate guru for this post.
Following him with utmost perfection is our sports captain Abhay Bai. He has shown himself worthy for this post to the past performances in Atmi annual athletic meets and other inter-house competitions.
Behind these main pillars of our student council are the bearers of the house captain badges, with their respective house flags and enthusiastically supported by their vice house captains.
Satyam House, whose motto is Truth Prevails, is led by Captain Atman Bai and Vice Captain Tanish Bai.
Shivam House is set to prosper further this year under the able leadership of Atmi Bai as captain and Naitik Bai as vice captain.
Sundaram House, the house of united hearts and unbeatable spirits, is led by Ashish Bai as captain and Purva Bai as vice captain.
And leading the Suradham House, the house that celebrates diversity, is Captain Vedant Bai and Vice Captain Swastik Bai.
Now I would request the house conveners of Satyam and Sundaram House to come up on the stage and pin the badge to the respective house captains and vice captains.
I would further request the Shivam House and Sudaram House conveners to confer the badges to their captains and their vice house captains.
Now I would request the house teachers of Satyam and Sundaram house to pin the badges to their respective house prefects. Now I would request the teachers of Shivam and Suradham house to present the badges to their respective house prefects.
Thank you, teachers. Moving on to bestow the badge upon our sports captain, Abhay Bhai, I would request our respected Rita sir to come forward and do the honors.
Now I would request Puja Ashish sir to kindly come up on the stage and affix the badge to our vice head boy Vijay Bhai.
Thank you, Ashish sir. Finally, to pin the badge upon our newly elected head boy, Sudarshan Bhai, I would request Puja Nandlal Kaka to come forward.
Thank you, Nanlal Kaka.
An oath is a promise, and a promise made must be kept. Thus, to bestow upon duties and responsibilities to our designated student council members, I would request our respected Vijay sir to step forward and administer the oath.
I,
Darshan Patel as head boy.
Vijay Mehta is the vice head boy.
Abhay Patel as sports captain.
hereby pledge to
Hereby pledge to
uphold the honor and dignity
uphold the honor and dignity
of Atmiya Vidya Mandir,
of Atmiya Vidya Mandir.
always strive towards
Always strive towards
leading the school
leading the school
onto the righteous path
onto the righteous path
and set a good example.
and set a good example.
Imbibe and exude
Imbibe and exude
the value systems
the value system
that the school bestows upon us.
that the school bestows upon us.
Discharge my duty
Discharge my duty
with dedication and honesty
with dedication and honesty
till this responsibility
till this responsibility
is conferred upon me,
is conferred upon me,
and even after,
and even after,
and to give back to the school
and to give back to this school
more than we seek to receive.
more than we seek to receive.
Today,
Today,
on this auspicious day
on this auspicious day
of 26 June 2023,
of 26 June 2023, जैसे थे all prefects ओथ के लिए तैयार.
we, the members of Student Council, and the representatives of hereby pledge to uphold the honor and dignity of our school, Atmiya Vidya Mandir, and our respective houses. Always strive towards leading the house onto the righteous as well as victorious path. To set a good example of fair but fierce competition in the true spirit of the game. Imbibe and exude the value systems that the school bestows upon us. Discharge my duty with dedication and honesty till this responsibility is conferred upon me, and even after, and to give back to this school more than we seek to receive. Today, on this auspicious day of 26 June 2023. Thank you.
जैसे थे.
Now it's time to hear our new head boy's inaugural speech. Hence, our head boy Sudarshan Bhai is requested to come up and deliver his speech.
Namaste and Jai Swaminarayan to everyone present here. I feel very privileged and fortunate to be able to stand here and address the choicest bulkus of Guru Hari Swami Shri. In fact, we all are really fortunate and blessed to be able to study at Atmiya Vidya Mandir and to be able to sit in this prayer hall. From this very stage of the prayer hall, Guru Hari Swami Shri has showered his boundless love and blessings upon all of us many a times. Guru Hari Swami Shri has laid the foundation for our bright future by building this amazing campus. We get to celebrate festivals throughout the year which help us understand the importance of our rich culture and heritage. He made sure that we are surrounded by more than 1,000 trees, out of which 500 of them are neem trees, so that we can get fresh air all the time. After we spend a lot of time with books, Swami Shri ensured that we have world-class sports grounds so that we can play our favorite games and enjoy to the fullest. He gave us caring didis and loving mentors who make AVM a home away from home. He handpicked teachers for us who not only teach us subjects but teach us how to face the challenges in life. They are our friends and mentors for life. Swami Shri gifted us with Vijay sir, an exemplary individual whom we can use as a role model for life. Swamiji blessed us with Surat Swamiji, our divine mother, who loves us unconditionally without passing any judgment. Swamiji built this amazing temple so that we can all learn perhaps the most important skill in life to remain truly happy, which is Bhagwanna bade kevi rite jivvu. The list is endless, but we should revisit this list from time to time so that we can realize how fortunate we are. Investiture Ceremony is the first official event of a new academic year. It is also an opportunity for all of us to make a commitment to Guru Hari Swami Shri, whose debt we will never be able to repay. A commitment towards our wonderful parents, who toil so hard so that we can have a comfortable life. A commitment towards our teachers and mentors, whose unparalleled dedication and devotion is a blessing for us. A commitment to our own self. But what should that commitment be? A commitment not to squander this great opportunity that God has given us. A commitment to please Guru Hari Swami Shri and become his true Nimit Bulku. But how do we do it? Don't worry. I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly how. Thankfully, Vijay sir does. So let us pledge કે વિજય સરની સ્પીચમાંથી આપણને કઈ એક વસ્તુ પકડવી છે. સ્વામીશ્રી વિજય સરમાં રહીને આપણા માટે વાત કરવાના છે. તો આપણને એ વાત પકડવી છે અને એ વાત પ્રમાણે જીવન જીવવાનો સંકલ્પ કરવો છે. Before I finally conclude, once again, I want to thank all of you for choosing me as your head boy and giving me this wonderful opportunity to learn how to be a Nimit Bulku. શ્રી ઠાકોરજી અને ગુરુહરિ સ્વામીશ્રીના ચરણોમાં એક જ પ્રાર્થના કે અમને સૌને એવા બળ અને બુદ્ધિયોગ આપશો કે અમે સૌ આપને રાજી કરી શકીએ અને માટે નિરંતર સુરુચિ રાખી શકીએ. થેન્ક યુ એન્ડ જય સ્વામિનારાયણ.
Thank you, Sudarshan Bhai. Learning and leadership are indispensable to each other. So proceeding further, I would request our respected Vijay sir to come forward again and deliver some pearls of wisdom to guide us all throughout this academic year.
Namaste and Jai Sharon everyone. So today we are gathered to present our school, as a matter of fact, to proudly present our school, the newly elected student council members. I would like to congratulate all of you for doing an amazing job during the campaigns and really proving yourself worthy to be part of this student council. I would also like to thank each and every nominee, each one of you who was brave enough to put forward their nomination for the student council. You also have done a fantastic job. Now, Investiture Ceremony. Investiture Ceremony is a ceremony where the student council is bestowed upon or invested upon some responsibilities. This is the day, whether you are a prefect, whether you are a house captain, vice captain, head boy, vice head boy, or a sports captain. This is the day you are gifted with a lot of responsibilities. And that is why it's called an investiture ceremony. You are invested responsibility. So what are these responsibilities? At Atmiya Vidya Mandir, we are not elected officials. Like, you would see elsewhere. In our school, elected officials are very different. The responsibilities are fairly different than the schools outside. In my opinion, we have two main responsibilities. There are a lot of things which come being a head boy, sports captain, prefects. But all of you have two major responsibilities. Number one, we have to uphold the value systems of our school. In order to uphold the value systems of our school, you have to be well aware of the value systems of our school. Which means whenever we hear in our morning assemblies, whenever our teachers are sharing things, whenever, when santos are here, whenever we hear discourses or wisdom from Swami Shri, this is where we understand what our value system is. And our responsibility as the student council member is to uphold that value system. And the second main responsibility, this is the tough one, the second main responsibility is to be facilitators of Swami Shri's vision. Swami Shri's vision of this school. We have to help not to achieve that. Not only do we have to participate in it, but we also have to help all our brothers to move towards it. And what is Swami Shri's vision for the school, for the children? Simply put, Swami Shri's vision is that we, as children of Atmiya Vidya Mandir, when we grow up, we become capable. Capable of what? Capable of serving our parents, number one. Which means you have the capacity to serve your parents. Second, capable of serving society, not just your parents. You can do something good for society. Capable of serving our nation. You should be able to do something for our wonderful country. And the last and probably the most challenging part, and this is one of the prime reasons the school was built, that we have to become capable of serving God. ભગવાનના દીકરા થવું ને ભગવાનની સેવા કરવી એનું એક પ્લેટફોર્મ બને એની માટે સ્વામીશ્રી આ સ્કૂલ બાંધી છે. And that is Swami Shri's vision. And as student council members, we are facilitators of that vision. We are not the persons who are going to achieve this. This task Swami Shri will do. Our task is to help Swami Shri in doing that. That is why you are facilitators. These are our prime or main responsibilities. Along with that, there will be a lot of expectations from you. Being a prefect or a vice captain, captain, vice head boy, sports captain, a lot of expectations are for you. What is the expectation? You have to role model. The expectation is being a role model. A role model in what? What does a role model do? He demonstrates. Whatever is expected from others to do, you show it how it is done. That is called role modeling. And at a very young age, you have this opportunity to participate in this. All the great people in this world who have made a difference, who have made a change, they are exceptional role models. And it's at AVM, our student council members are expected to be such role models. What will you be demonstrating? So number one, simple, respect. How do we demonstrate respect to everyone? At Atmiya Vidya Mandir, this is something very unique. A very unique aspect of our school. How do we demonstrate respect? Tu nahi tame. A very simple terminology Swami Shri has introduced, has ensured that આપણે બધા જોડે વાત કરીએ, કોઈને તું નહીં કહેવાનું, બધાને તમે કહેવાનું. Whether you are talking to your younger brothers, your classmates or your older brothers, we do not address anyone as tu. We address them as tame. In Hindi, tum, no tum, aap. That is respect. And that has to be demonstrated first and foremost by the student council members. And then they can facilitate that. They can encourage the other brothers to follow that. The second part of respect is બધાને ભાઈ કરીને બોલાવવાનું. That has to be followed by their name. not their parents' name, not their nickname, not the fun name you come up with. You have to address everyone with their proper first name followed by bhai. This is a sign of respect. And this is how we build. This is how we grow. This is how we share and demonstrate the values of Atmiyata. So we begin with respect. Second thing, we are at a school, our parents put a lot of effort to educate us. They work extremely hard and they sacrifice amazingly to ensure that you study at Atmiya Vidya Mandir, you stay away from home. This is a huge sacrifice on the part of our parents. So it is our responsibility that we achieve minimum 70% to begin with, and then we make it minimum 80%. This is again a staple of Atmiya Vidya Mandir. This is a common Agna Swami Shri used to give us. And it is our responsibility to demonstrate that. We cannot have student council members lagging behind in their academics. Our first task is to ensure that we ourselves are following the basic academic standard of the school. Why should we do that? Well, you have to remember our parents' sacrifices. It is, we have to please them. First thing they will ask is your report card. And if we want to help all our classmates to reach that, first we have to demonstrate ourselves. We have some amazing students in the school who help each other with their academics. We've had students in the past who would stay up at night to help a friend with their academics. And these are the qualities which the student council members should demonstrate. But before they demonstrate that, they themselves have to set very lofty academic standards. So that's the second part. First is respect. Second is a basic minimum of academic standard. The third, we have to follow the routine of the school. The routine of the school, the schedule of the school is set. It's decided to help you grow, help you thrive, help you excel. And if, it's the duty and the responsibility of the student council members to first follow the school routines, the school schedule, and also help out their fellow classmates in following that. I'll give you an example. The second head boy the school had seen, first one was Sarthak Bhai. The second head boy was Aditya Bhai. And I remember that's the year I had come to Atmiya Vidya Mandir. And they were in the 12th standard. And in 12th standard, they had a very challenging schedule. The students had to wake up very early in the morning. They had to wake up at 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. Savarna 3 વાગે ઉઠવું પડતું હતું. It was very difficult for them, managing that schedule. And many of them would feel very sleepy. And one of the students, in particular, had a very tough time staying awake. So what he would do is, if there would be no teacher in the classroom, because if it would be self-study time, he would sneak out and go in the next class and sleep on the table. He had this routine. And Aditya Bhai figured out that this is making him miss his academics. It was difficult. His friends would tell him once or twice, "Bhai, ઉઠ, આપણે ઊંઘવાનું નહીં, આપણે ભણવાનું છે, 12માની બોર્ડની એક્ઝામ્સ છે." But it would be very difficult for him. So after some time, everybody gave up. And they figured कि भाई आने कसु नहीं था, we can't do anything about him. Right? But being a responsible friend, Aditya Bhai would make sure that even if he had to go and wake him up 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, he would go and do that. And he would not shout at him. Even if a teacher is calling that this, why is he not in the class? He would rush and wake him up, but he would not, shout at him, out, sir bola aaj khabar nathi padti. He would never do that. And that is somebody who exhibits the value system of Atmiya Vidya Mandir. And he's also a facilitator. Right? And the last part, this is also very important. And this is also hard to demonstrate. And this is part of Swami Shri's vision. In our recipe of success, which is there in every classroom. Do we remember the recipe of success? There is sincere, hard work, then company of good friends, and then earnest prayers. Right? Doing bhajan is a big part of life at Atmiya Vidya Mandir. Pretty much all the things which I mentioned, these are the things which make our school unique. This is what makes our school stand apart from other schools. There could be other schools which have swimming pools and horse riding and shooting and NCC training, defense trainings. We don't have such things. We have decent things, but we have limited things. But what is unique about our school? Tu nahi tame, that is unique. That is not a characteristic of any school in India. Bhai, બધાને ભાઈ કરીને બોલાવવાનું. This is something unique. Expecting minimum 70%, this is unique in a school. Right? And along with that, something very powerful. Probably the most powerful lesson you would learn for your life is bhajan. And that is also unique to our school. And this, how do we do bhajan? Why should we do bhajan? Right? And this is where Swami Shri has taught us. આપણે ભગવાનના દીકરા છીએ. આપણે ભગવાનના દીકરા છીએ. And that is why we have to do bhajan. And we have to believe in this. કે ના, મારે ભજન કરવું જોઈએ, મારે ભગવાનને સંભાળવા જોઈએ. This is a part of one of the most important part of the value systems of Atmiya Vidya Mandir. And this is also what makes our school stand apart. It's very different from other schools. It's this aspect of our school. And as student council members, irrespective of whichever God you believe in, but we have to believe in God, very important. And we have to do bhajan. Right over here, irrespective of whichever God you believe in. Pick any murti you like. Whichever God you believe in will listen to you through that murti. Swami Shri on this very stage had mentioned, learn to talk with God. Have a conversation with God. How do you do that? You just sit in front of Thakurji and remember and have a conversation. But this is a very unique aspect of Atmiya Vidya Mandir. And as student council members, as responsible members of student council, we need to do that. Not only do we have to do that, we have to facilitate that. And I'll give you one of my favorite examples of our students, our alumni. From the very first batch, we had a student called Atmiya Bhai Kalavadia. One of my favorite students. He used to struggle badly with academics, but he never would lose hope. He would work hard, he would work hard, he would work hard. But he would struggle with academics. Right? One of his classmates, this was maybe a few weeks before the board exams, 12th board exams. It was the first 12th board exams of our school. Everybody was nervous. Being the person who's near the bottom of the class, he would have the most reason to be nervous, Atmiya Bhai. But he was not nervous. He would work hard, he would struggle, He would read something, he would read 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and then every next day he would forget everything. But tuj bhuli jai. Then he would try again and he would forget everything. And still, he did not give up. He did not feel bad, he did not cry, he did not feel frustrated. He was happy. He tried, he kept on trying. He did his bhajan. But what made him unique? What made him somebody who was carrying the AVM value system was that when one of his classmates, he was struggling, and that student was doing fairly good in the class. He was amongst the top 5 students in the class, but he got nervous before the board exams. And he was really worried. And he was frustrated, and he was sitting with his hands on his head. And Atmiya Bhai saw that, and he sat with him and said, "What is the problem?" And he said, "Look, I'm really worried about the exams." He was worried academically. Now imagine Atmiya Bhai, who himself is struggling very badly compared to the other student. What did Atmiya Bhai do? He held his hand, hath pakdi, and અહીંયા ઠાકોરજી પાસે લઈ આવ્યા. He brought him from the hostel to the mandir and told him, let's both do dhun together. તમે બી ભજન કરો, હું બી ભજન કરું. આપણે બે ભેગા થઈને ભજન કરીએ. Both of them did bhajan together. This is carrying the value systems of Atmiya Vidya Mandir. And we have had wonderful children due to the grace of Swami Shri that who have carried forward this tradition. So I would like to congratulate all of you. We are extremely proud of all of you. If we want to serve the school, if we want to be part of Swami Shri's vision and mission, if we want to be Nimit in Swami Shri's life work, we have to value our school. Our school potani manavi જોઈએ. અમારી school છે. We have to have that pride of studying in a very unique school. We have to have that, that એ જે ઉમંગ હોવો જોઈએ કે આપણે એકદમ જુદી જગ્યાએ ભણીએ છીએ. What we have over here is not out there in the market. And that pride we need to have. A school potani manase, if we believe that this is mine, this is my school, to school na બધા students potana manase. Then we won't have difficulty with Atmiyata. Because you will believe that all of the students are my brothers. આપણને સ્કૂલ પોતાની બનાશે તો સ્ટાફ બી પોતાનો બનાશે, ટીચર્સ બી પોતાના બનાશે, મેન્ટર્સ બી પોતાના બનાશે, ડાઇનિંગ સ્ટાફ બી પોતાનો બનાશે. Then following Swami Shri's vision will not be a problem. Just to give you a one final tiny example of Swami Shri. We've heard Sudarshan Bhai elaborate. In very short, he mentioned so many things Swami Shri has done for the school. Despite designing the school, despite spending so many hours in planning every tiny detail, what height the basin should be for the little brothers in the junior hostel, from there to actually verifying whether the plaster done in the cluster is proper or not, minutest detail, selecting the tiles, selecting the cloth of the uniform. When somebody does so much planning for a school, right, and then when the school is built and when it is running smoothly, right, what would that person feel? You would feel pride that, okay, I've done a good job. We're getting fantastic results. Right? But potani manavi etle શું? So this is something which Sarthak Bhai, our very first head boy, had shared with me. In 2015, he was asked to speak at the Yuva Mahotsav. And he was sharing his experiences and his memories of Swami Shri. And then he mentioned one event which had happened, and which was very striking to him. That once Swami Shri was walking on the campus and the students were with him, they were walking behind him. And it was a simple gesture, a very small, simple gesture. But Swami Shri saw a wrapper. Maybe it's a chocolate wrapper or a biscuit wrapper. It was on the floor. Rasta par padelu. And Swami Shri himself bent down and picked it up. It's a very tiny gesture. Right? But what Sarthak Bhai noticed was that, he was shocked. And not only he, his classmates saw that. कि Swamiji jate kachro upade. And what he told me was that, sir, from that day we as a class we decided that if we see any garbage on the school campus, we'll pick it up ourselves. This is the value system. But how did those students get that? They got it from somebody who could demonstrate it. With Swami Shri, he could have told 10 people that, okay, pick this up. Or he could have admonished somebody and said, okay, tame safai barobar nathi karta. But what did he do? The person who built the school, the person who designed the school, person who envisioned the school, the person who spent hours and hours and years developing the school, what does he do? He does it himself. This is what I want you to take away with you. That our school apdi hai. Atmiya Vidya Mandir is our school. We have to be proud of it and we have to treat it like our school. Okay? So once again, congratulations to all our elected student council members. We are going to have a wonderful year ahead of us. Thank you and Jai Swaminarayan.
Thank you, Vijay sir, and for enlightening all of us and to inspire us to walk on the path of becoming Bulku student as per Swami Shri's wish.
As we approach the end of this event, we would like to take the opportunity to congratulate all the elected student council members on behalf of the entire AVM Parivar.